The transfer market is on fire again, and it's a midfield tug-of-war like no other. Manchester City are now going all in for Bruno Guimarães, Newcastle United's Brazilian engine and one of the most complete midfielders in Europe right now. But here's the twist, Real Madrid and Barcelona are also circling. And the player himself has just admitted that talks have happened with more than one of these European giants. This could be the biggest Premier League exit of the summer if Manchester City don't act fast. Sources close to the Etihad confirm that Pep Guardiola is a huge admirer of Bruno Guimarães. With the midfield needing reinforcement after Ilkay Gundogan's departure last season and Kevin De Bruyne's ongoing injury concerns, Guardiola wants a player who can control the tempo, shield the backline, and contribute in attack. Bruno is ticking all the boxes, a warrior with elegance, and a leader who never stops running. City have reportedly been in contact with Newcastle, and a £100 million offer is being prepared. But here's where things get dramatic. Bruno has a release clause of £100 million, and Newcastle have been sweating to keep him. The player is under a long-term contract, but in a recent interview with Brazilian outlet TNT Sports, Bruno dropped a bombshell. It's flattering to be linked with clubs like Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. I've spoken to people from all three. My focus has always been to grow as a player and compete for the biggest trophies. Every player dreams of that. That's confirmation. 3 of the biggest clubs in world football are in the race, and the player is open to the move. For Real Madrid, Bruno is being considered as a long-term replacement for Casemiro, a player they never truly replaced in the number 6 role. Carlo Ancelotti loves the balance that Bruno brings, and Madrid could be tempted to trigger his clause, especially after losing out on Wirtz and Kimmich earlier this summer. Barcelona, on the other hand, see Bruno as a replacement for the aging Oriol Romeu and the now-departed Sergio Busquets. New boss Hansi Flick wants a ball-winning midfielder who can also start attacks, and Bruno fits that blueprint perfectly. But Manchester City have the edge in terms of money, project, and immediate trophies. Guardiola reportedly has already spoken with Bruno and outlined a role that would see him play alongside Rodri, not just behind him, forming what could be the most dominant double pivot in world football. Newcastle are desperate to keep their star. But with financial fair play pressure, and the temptation of £100 million on the table, they may be forced to let him go. The battle lines are drawn: City, Madrid, Barca. And with the player himself confirming the interest, this is no longer a rumor, it's a full-blown transfer war. Will Pep land his new midfield general? Or will Bruno Guimarães take his Samba style to Spain? Stay tuned, this story is just heating up.